Okay, let's do this here real quick. Okay, that's good. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. This ain't going to be no long video. I just want to show you guys a couple of things. Every now and then, I'm going to do a Shanny Files video here where I show some people proof that Shanny's full of crap with the whole not trying to like flirt with people. So if you're new and you haven't seen like all of the archive videos and you haven't seen XX Archive, Fat Courtney Love, and the rest of these other channels out there that can actually prove what I'm actually saying here. Or if you haven't listened to Carrie or you haven't listened to other people on here talk about this, I have some things I want to show you guys and let you listen to so that you can see precisely what I'm talking about. The first thing I'm going to show you here is this was a regular thing on my phone where I used to text Shanny and Rev, and I would get like little things like this. Now, these things are not direct. I can show obviously more direct stuff, but I'm not going to do it in this video. So I'm going to try to make this as quick as I can. Okay. So anyway, I had a text exchange with Shanny. I asked her, how was she? I go, how are you? When you look at this, by the way, I'm the green words on this and she's the black ones on here. And I say, how are you? She says, lonely. I go, who is this? Shanny? And then, like I said, you'll see it in a minute. Then she says, yup. I said, where is Rev? And then she says, next to me. How are you alone and you're with the guy and he's actually right next to you or whatever, so that you guys can actually see this here. And so I know this is a little bit light, but I'm the green words and she's the white words there, so you can all see. Which I'll show you the racist stuff I had to put up with when they lived in that house. But anyway, because I know Drag took down a lot of those videos that he had up. So I'm going to show everybody for free now. Now, the next thing that we're going to listen to is the audio of what happened when Rev got arrested and Zachary. I'm not going to play it today, but I am going to show myself interacting with them as well as interacting with Shanny and Rev. Obviously, they will initiate it so that you'll see that I'm not trying to be a jerk about it or nothing like that. But the first audio is this first audio, I believe, is right when Rev was in jail. This is going to be Shanny speaking here, I believe, when I play this. Let me play this real quick. Yeah. This is Shanny. Okay, so this is Shanny. That's going to be talking here, so you can all see this here. You can see that this is my phone and this is Shanny that we're talking about here. So the audio that you're going to be listening to is going to be Shanny talking to me while Rev is in jail. Okay. This is her. Well, actually, I'll let it play first and I'll give you guys the context.
I know it's late and all, Gary, but like I am really having a fucking hard time tonight. I can't sleep. I feel sick to my stomach. Like, oh God, I hate this broken heart shit. Can you like pray for me that I'll have some comfort? But at the same time, man, I know I have to do the right thing by my boy. Zachary is so scared of Jason. Like, I can't do that to that boy and like put him in a position where he's afraid. Like, he's only 13 and he has autism and all these problems, and this fucking guy just intimidates the hell out of the poor kid. Like, God, I really need a friend.
And those are usually the times when you get in trouble, when they end it off with the I need a friend mess, right? So as you'll see in the text here, I said that I would pray for her because that's what she requested, right? I said, I will pray for you. The next 3 messages you're going to listen to here is going to be me speaking to Shanny. Okay. And you're going to hear what I said to her. And I might actually be responsible for her taking him back. Now that I look back at it, you'll see what I mean when you listen to this message.
Yeah, Shanny. What you should do, I think, like I said, I'll pray for you and I'll ask God to give you some direction about what you should do. But in the meantime, that court date is when you should like make your hard decisions. Like if you're struggling with a decision, when you go to the court and you listen to what he's got to say, and you get an opportunity to talk to him for a few minutes, he doesn't sound like he's changed at all. Because you know how he sounds when he says he's sorry or whatever. But if he doesn't sound like he's changed or anything like that, then you gotta do what you gotta do.
Somebody in the chat asked me, is this an old one? Yes, this is an old one. This is the time when Rev went to jail and Shanny was home alone. I was supposed to stay there that night. I never did, but she was at home and I had left, and she sent me this message here or whatever. I'm gonna play the other two that I said to her, but I'm not 100% sure if it's before this one or if it's after this one, but she does express how she can't put her kids through anything. I think it's the one I just played though, actually, which she said she don't want to put Zachary through all of that stuff and having him come back because he was terrified of Rev or whatever, right? But listen to what I say to her, and I think this is why she ultimately didn't go to court.
There is absolutely no excuse for him to do something like that, but at the same time, again, give it a lot of thought, and then when you definitively make your mind up, because you can't keep going back and forth with it, be prepared to to act on it and everything. But I'm praying for you.
Okay, so here's the next one.
Yeah, and the only reason that I'm that keep making a big deal about you thinking about it is because it's not a little decision. He was the one that was going to the store for you. He was the one that was doing errands for you and everything. And if he's not going to be around, you got to do that stuff yourself. And you got to start letting the boys do it, at least William, at least. So I can only help when I'm there, But it's something you got to think about. But if you're serious about moving forward for the protection of your boys, all I'm saying is count the cost. Like, think about it. I want to pray for God to give you direction and help you make a definitive choice about what you need to do.
And I think one of the reasons why I think it's important to replay this kind of stuff here on YouTube is because Shannon likes to change the story all the time. I'm going to play something else on here too, and this is when she's going to be cussing me out pretty much, and you'll see why in a minute. But I made a mistake, I think, reminding her that she was going to have to do everything herself. And I think that might be the reason why she ultimately took him back. She would later say she wanted sex, but I think she started to realize that she was going to have to go to the store, wipe her own butt, and do all that stuff herself. And she had him all this time. So that's the reason I think she ultimately took him back. I thought it was stupid, but she took him back nonetheless. But I think in a conversation that we had in person, I also said to her that she still was going to have to find somewhere to go, that she wasn't going to be there like that. Like, eventually she was going to have to make her way to City Hall or whatever, and that she was going to have to find somewhere to go. Now, we had some small talk here. And then Rev gets out of jail, and a lot of you know about that and whatnot, right? I think I played this on Drag's channel. I'm not going to play every last one of these because one of these she drops my whatchamacallits on here. But I'm going to let you guys listen to enough of this where you hear her, where you see her eyes are going like this, and she sees dollar signs, and she thinks that she's going to be getting this, that, and the other. So I want y'all to listen to this here real quick.
Okay, G-Man, I'm going in private with you on this, but I have a bone to pick with you, and I'm really seriously fucking pissed off at you over this shit. Okay? You're lying to me, and I don't appreciate being lied to. I don't appreciate you hiding things. I don't appreciate
Before she says anything, let me give you guys a little bit of context here of what you're listening to here. Y'all remember when I said I was going to sell the house, that I was going to give them a certain amount of money, right? I told Rev something between me and him because let's face it, even though they were living there, I saw how all of his money went bye-bye. You know what I mean? When he was in Colorado. So I certainly wasn't going to try to make her some type of financial responsible person because I figured she was going to spend it. So I made a deal with Rev that if I sold the house, he would get X amount of dollars. And Rev, I guess, so that he can keep her, change the story. You'll see what I mean. Listen.
Jason, hide this from Shannon, because that is dishonesty and that goes against the Lord. If you love your wife, you don't lie to your wife. You don't hide things from your fucking wife, because it's mentally fucking damaging when you find out something that isn't fucking true.
And back then I respected their fake union as being married or whatever, but obviously now I got a different opinion about it. So let me play some more of this.
Now, you may ask, what the hell did I do to get mad? Well, you told me you were going to give me $15,000 like you were going to give Rev for the house.
Notice
right?
she didn't say for what.
Jason told me you were going to give him $90,000. You told me $15,000.
Notice she didn't tell you nothing about the conditions or whatever. She just giving you guys numbers.
To hear this whole time you've been hiding money and hiding shit and lying to me.
So her eyes are getting really big, and now she thinks I got all this money and whatnot. So I don't know what Rev said to her when she got out of jail or whatever. But the one thing I do know is that he told her that I said to him that he would get X amount of dollars. That was provided they kept the house clean and whatnot. Y'all know that story and everything. Let's play some more video.
Like, seriously, G-Man, you really need to start fucking thinking about who you're fucking dealing with. You know, I am a sister in Christ. I am the daughter of Jesus Christ.
Not cussing like that, you ain't.
Not only that, I'm his best friend. Do you think God himself, Jesus, died on the fucking cross just so you could lie to a woman and tell her husband and lie to her about money?
So anyway, I'm not going to play no more of that. That's the part I wanted to play for everybody. I'm going to play some of the racist rants that she gave me. I was at a funeral. I'll show the pictures of the funeral and pictures of the wake when I can actually do some editing with the faces and everything and whatnot, and making sure that nobody can recognize where I'm at or whatever. But I'm going to show you guys how she called me the N-word and everything when I was at a wake, and actually when I was at the funeral. I'm going to show you all this to show you how heartless this woman actually is. And I told her where I was, and she was still calling me all this stuff and whatnot. So I mean, it is what it is. These are the Shanny Files, and every now and then I'll do this to show you guys just what kind of an evil individual this woman actually was. And I haven't even shown you the good stuff yet. I haven't even shown you how many times they both called me the N-word in private. So for all the people out there that was saying that I was having sex with her and that I was doing this, that, and the other during the times that they was in that house, you don't know what you're talking about. Cut it out. I have actual receipts. I was actually there, and I know what I did and what I didn't do. See you later. Whoops, I don't want to do that. I gotta end the stream first. All right, there we go.